Today is the day. Today is going to be the biggest Antwerp derby, if that's what it's called. It's probably not. It's going to be the biggest derby against Antwerp that we have ever had, because it is first place versus second place. The winner is on top of the Jupiler Pro League, and if we win this game, that will be the first time we have ever managed to do that. It is big. We've also got to play, I think, Club Bruges. That's not going to be easy either. In between episodes, we haven't been particularly great, but we have gone undefeated. We started with a 1-1 draw against STVV. The big news in this one is Joel Sabai getting himself sent off. We beat Vaslan Beveren 2-0, Faye and Elizalde with the goals here. A 0-0 draw against KV Mechelen, a team that we've already beaten so far this season in the Croquis Cup. Wasn't ideal, but it's not a defeat. Then we beat Beerschot 2-1, Sabai and Perez, and then we actually go out of the Croquis Cup before we get to the final, which kind of sucks, but we're out of it. We lose on penalties. Mazzari, the Algerian and French central defender, is the man to miss the penalty. Today, Antwerp, Club Bruges, just before Christmas. The league table looks like this. There is 1 point difference. That is all there is. We have lost one game all season, which was against Westerlo, who are mid-table, literally right in the middle in 9th place. Antwerp have lost twice against Standard Liège and Club Bruges. I don't think we've played Standard Liège or Club Bruges yet. If we have, we might have drawn with them. We drew with Standard Liège. We've not played Club Bruges. That's literally the next match in the episode. Let's play Antwerp. Huge, huge game, this one. A win puts us top of the table. For the Antwerp derby then, we are at home but also away because we're playing at Antwerp Stadium, but it's technically a home game, so we get most of the money from the ticket sales, or maybe all of the money. I don't know how it works. Anyway, it's going to be Andre in goal, Weidner, Mazzari, Sabai and Elizalde as the back four, La Rosa and Zazua in the middle, Perez and Palizzi today will be the wingers, Faye and Olivier Douahulu will be our strikers in this one. Faye has missed some games recently through injuries, which is not ideal. I think it's Faye, or maybe... No, it's Douahulu. So yeah, Faye missed a couple of games. Big OD, however, missed a fair few games. He missed more than that, did he? Maybe... No, yeah, so he shouldn't have probably played in that game, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he missed 3 matches, technically. We kind of played him for one of them. This has to be a sellout. Realistically, this has to be a sellout, doesn't it? It's against Antwerp in their own stadium. They would definitely sell out the away stand just because they may as well turn up. There's literally no further travel for the game. We haven't had the best of results against Antwerp. If I remember correctly, they always seem to beat us. I'm pretty sure we might not have even beaten them ever on camera. So hopefully today changes that. And don't worry, we will take a look at the finances, because we always have to look at the finances, because that's kind of the second story. Story number 1, we might go top of the table. Story number 2, we might go bankrupt. It's taken nearly 25 minutes of game time and we finally got the first highlight. There's been 2 shots each and neither of them have been on target. So not really a very good game of football at the moment. Sabai, Elizalde back to Joel Sabai. He's gone long over the halfway line. Big OD falls over, but we still have hold of the ball. Luca Palizzi on the right-hand side at the moment. He's gone over towards Mohamed Faye into the penalty area, and first time shot from the Spaniard puts it in the back of the net. That goal puts us top of the league. His 11th goal of the season, his 50th career goal. He's only played for us and one other team. He scored 50 goals. I feel like as well we didn't actually play for the other team. I can't remember. I want to say Villarreal was where we got him from. Big OD with a free kick, 30 minutes on the clock. Curling effort. And Big OD's just scored his 11th goal of the season as well. It is 2-0 against Antwerp. We are top of the table. 2 points clear, I think, if everything stays this way. We are 2 points clear at the top of the table. This, by the way, is a spectacular free kick. Boutez probably should have saved it, but I'm not going to complain. 2 points clear of Antwerp. 4 points clear of Standard Liège. Our goal difference is superior by a very long distance. We are actually the top scoring team in the league. We concede a fair amount, but we score a lot more than we concede. It is 2-0 at half time. Not a lot has gone on, but the big story is we are 2-0 up. Faye and Big OD with the goals in this one. We're top of the league. I'm very happy. Everyone's playing really well as well, apart from maybe the defence and possibly the midfield. 2-3 minutes maybe into the second half. Weidner's throw finds Perez, who's picked up. He's not picked up. He has been out injured for a number of weeks. La Rosa with this ball finds Weidner. Great ball from La Rosa. Faye's at the front post. He has 2 chances. Perez, he has a chance as well. Somehow we haven't managed to get the ball in the back of the net. It's eventually cleared from Antwerp. There was about 4 or 5 shots in that, and we didn't score any of them. An hour has been played. Right, first time for our change. Perez is coming off. Desi is going to be coming on. Desi's not been playing too well, which is why Polizzi's basically come in. So Desi needs to get better if we want to keep playing him. But we do have Perez and Polizzi. We also have Jamie, Yaya and P, who I'm selling. I've decided I'm selling him. We can get about £400,000 for him. So yeah, he's probably not going to be here for too long. Final 15 minutes, and Antwerp are coming forward with it. Kayembe to Basic, or Basic. It's always Basic, isn't it? Hongler, forward. It's not a good ball. Desi's been pushed over from Kayembe, and Kayembe is getting his second booking of the game. He's getting sent off. We're going to go balanced. Even though we've got the man advantage, I'm always a little bit wary. So we're also going to do ourselves a change. Elizalde's coming off. Sabai's going to move over to left back. Sio's coming on. Do we do our final change? Let's bring off Pacoma Zazua for Breck Peters. Peters hasn't played a huge amount this season. He's not improved. This is the problem with Peters. I think he's one of those players where he peaked very, very early on, like 17 years old. He peaked. We have peaked against Royal Antwerp, a 2-0 victory. Both the goals coming in the first half. We are top of the Jupiler Pro League, and we beat our rivals in their own stadium to get there. 8 games undefeated as well. 8 games. A lot of them were draws. I say a lot. No, 2 of them were draws. The other 6 were victories. Cercle Bruges, Ghent, Antwerp, Vasslan Beveren, Beerschot and Antwerp, all victories. KV Mechelen and Sint-Truidense were both draws in there. How are we doing so well? How are we doing this? I said probably episode 1 of season 5, maybe even at the end of season 4, that I'm not expecting this season to be particularly exciting. Just want to finish about mid-table. We're currently top of it. Right, we're going to go forward. Not very far, I think. It's probably... Oh, no, it's a full week. We get a whole week's rest. Club Bruges next up. 14,500 people turned up for that. We've picked up... Oh, the finances. Yes, let's talk about money, shall we? Nearly £300,000. You can't quite see. This is definitely gate receipts behind my head. Nearly £300,000 for gate receipts has come in. We're still in the red, but I'm pretty sure we're kind of breaking even every month. The ones where we go down... I think a month where we don't have too many home games. When we go up, we have 2 or 3 home games. So hopefully this month we're going to work our way back towards that little line in the middle that we haven't been at since probably there. That was the last time we were actually in profit, and it was only 10 grand, and it was literally, month 4 of the save. Let's go forward. Let's play Club Bruges. We are back ready for the Club Bruges game, and weirdly, this piece of news exists. The Rupel Boom youth players have gone on holiday. Just the youth players. That's a bit odd to me. Anyway, I've come to this page because I want to show you this piece of news, and that is the fact that Big OD, Olivier de Hulu, I'll still never get his name right, could become Rupel Boom's leading goal scorer of all time. He is 4 goals behind the current leader, who is Jonas Loris, who's actually still a real footballer, who's got 55 goals and 203 appearances as a winger, maybe an attacking midfielder, possibly back in the day. But yeah, Dehuahulu could get that record, and I expect probably will get that record before the end of the season in half the time. 112 appearances for Big OD. I've realised they call him Big OD, and he's literally only 6 foot. I say only, he's a lot taller than me, but he's only 6 foot. He's not like 6'4", 6'5". He's kind of average height, isn't he? Anyway, Andre in goal, Weidner, Mazzari, Sabai and Elizalde, Zazura and La Rosa in the middle, Perez and Polizzi on the wings, Faye and Big OD up front. This is obviously the game against Club Bruges. Didn't do the intro for that. You get the picture, it's Club Bruges. So yeah, starting 11, exactly the same, I'm pretty sure, as the last match. Let's go forward. Hopefully, we can pick up 3 more points. Standard Liège won their game, so they are now just 1 point behind us, but obviously this is technically our game in hand. Antwerp have yet to play their match. I think they might be playing at the same time as us. It is very rare for me to play Football Manager and kind of have a starting 11 that I will pretty much play every single week. Usually I'll be changing strikers and fullbacks and all sorts of stuff, but nope, this is our starting 11. Also, it's very strange to me that I'm playing a goalkeeper whose age begins with a 3 and not a 1 or a 2. Usually I'm playing children in goal, but we are here with Andre. He is still our number 1 keeper. He's still pretty decent, although I am looking to bring somebody in January who's hopefully going to be a youngster, maybe one for the future. We've got an early chance. Joel Sabai's headed effort into the hands of the Club Bruges keeper. Bonaventura's controlled that well, gets past La Rosa, runs direct towards goal. He's going to go across. He doesn't. Straight into the hands of the Brazilian keeper. Still 0-0. First highlight kind of goes both ways. Zazua with a free kick for us. Sabai's there, unmarked, and once again Sabai's headed effort, this time not on target. Still 0-0, but already quite a lot is going on in this game. Perez controls. The Spaniard's going to have to go backwards. Does. Finds the German Wagner. Is he going to cross it? Nope. Finds Zazua. He's gone into the middle. Mohamed Faye's there. Perez is there. In off the underside of the bar. We got a bit lucky with that one, but we are 1-0 up away from home against Club Bruges. We are solidifying our position at the top of the Jupiler Pro League. How are we doing this? We're not a good team. We're expected to finish, I think, about 12th in terms of our actual ability. We're currently top of the table. Adel. Back to Kasunu. Adli once again. Is it Adli? Adli. I can't see the L in his name. Adli has this. Gets past his man. Bonaventura in the penalty area. Is he going to cross it? He's not, because he's greedy. That was a very bad decision from Bonaventura. We win a goal kick, which we're going to see apparently. Andre to Joel Sabai. We are still only 12.5 minutes in. Elizalde forward finds us with acres of space for the Ivorian. Takes his time though. Why is he taking his time? Eventually starts to run. Should have done that ages ago when he had nobody with him. Zazua still holds on and goes all the way back to Mazzari. Weird bit of football so far. Mazzari's going forward. The Algerian and Frenchman to Zazua. Now La Rosa. Gonna have to go forward. Polizzi on the left. Big OD. Finds Mohamed Faye, slots that through to Polizzi, and Polizzi's in on goal. Pacheco, maybe, no idea, makes the comfortable save from the Belgian. We've got another chance. Still 15 minutes on the clock. What's going on? La Rosa, facing away from goal. Can he whip in across, though? Makes his way across past the referee. Zazua with some space. Weidner's got acres if he wants to use him. Polizzi finds Weidner. Back to Luca Polizzi. Is he going to cross? He's gone back to Weidner. We've got space. Why aren't we crossing it? Why aren't we crossing it? Faye's there, hits the first man, ball is cleared, highlight ends, still 1-0. I'm wondering whether there's some sort of player traits or something like that, which means that we don't cross the ball as often as I'd like. Zazua with a corner for us. It's towards Joel Sabai, and the Ivorian's headed effort goes just wide. The Ivorian, by the way, who has 4 or 5 caps now for the Ivory Coast. It's Club Bruges coming forward with the ball. Bonaventura, who seems to be the man doing quite a lot of football for Club Bruges, but not really a lot of good football. Bonaventura down that right-hand side. Elizalde's with him. Badgie's there. The ball is in the back of the net. First good thing Bonaventura has done for Club Bruges. It's 1-1. Another chance possibly for Club Bruges. 5 minutes left of the first half. It's off the line from Elizalde. De Smet's going to keep this alive, possibly. Goes down the left. Adli collects it. He's gone all the way back. It's a free kick. Adli was probably offside. Yes, he was. Half-time then. I'd say pretty entertaining game so far for the neutrals. It's 1-1 currently. What I've spotted is a couple of our players are not playing very well. La Rosa and Tahuahulu is also playing pretty badly. So I'm going to say I am happy. We're doing all right. But then I'm going to say to Big OD, we're also going to say to La Rosa, possibly Elizalde and Weidner as well. I'm not happy with you guys because I'm not, basically. You're not doing much. Adli with a corner early on in the second half. Badgie's headed effort goes over the bar, literally 2 minutes in. Now, I would probably, last season maybe, have brought Tahuahulu off, but when you see our subs bench, we don't have too many strikers. So we don't have options if our strikers are struggling. La Rosa has this, goes all the way across, finds Dennis Weidner on that right-hand side, plays it on the ground to Faye. His effort is saved spectacularly well from the goalkeeper. We do get ourselves a corner. Polizzi's going to go over to take it. Sabai's towards that front post. Cross comes in, Sabai is there. It's a headed effort clear, though, from Club Bruges. Is the highlight going to carry on? Elizalde, Polizzi's carrying on his run, but it doesn't. Just before the hour mark. A 1-1 draw away from home against Club Bruges actually is not a bad result. If you told me that at the start of the episode, maybe the start of the season, I'd take it. But we've done all right. We've scored a goal. Badgie's in on goal here. That's going to be 2-1, isn't it? Andre's there. He's dinked it over him. It's in the back of the net. It is 2-1 to Club Bruges. I wanted to draw. Right, let's give them a berate. Sure, we'll berate them. See whether, I mean, people got confused. Why am I berating them? We're losing 2-1 against probably one of the best teams in Belgium. Tahuahulu's going to come off then. Fabio Bernard will be coming on. Now, this is Fabio. He is just 17 years old. He's come off the bench a couple of times for us in the past. I don't think he's actually played on camera, though. He also can't finish. He's got 8 finishing, but I'm hoping he might do it all right, possibly. He's also an attacking midfielder rather than a striker. I think we also take off La Rosa for Bob Valin. No, Desi. Let's try Desi in the middle. I know I've been playing him as a winger, but apparently Desi can play as a central midfielder. And he's not too terrible. So 2 substitutions made, 70 minutes on the clock. We are playing badly. Sabai and Elizalde not having a good game. Sabai's dropped down to a 6-4. 74 minutes. Weidner to Mazzari to Zazua, back to Dennis Weidner. So what are we going to do here? Are we going to slowly build? Off towards that left-hand side. Weidner gets it. Mazzari, now Desi, in the middle of the pitch. Can he do anything? As a winger, you'd think maybe he loves to run with the ball. Bernard with it. He's gone away from goal, tries to find Faye. We do have this though with Agustin Perez. Edge of the area, all the way back though to the right back. What are we doing? Weidner to Desi. Desi goes forward to Zazua. Faye, plenty of options in front, but we don't seem to use them. Desi's into the area. He's gone for a terrible shot. It was on target, but that was about it. Final 5 minutes of the game. It looks like we might be losing our first match in 8. It's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal, but it is Club Brugge. We were all right. We were all right. We just didn't take our chances. We should have scored twice, apparently. We should have scored 2 goals. I guess Dehuahulu was probably to blame, given his 6.3 rating. We saw the chance from Desi as well towards the end there. Should have won. Unfortunately, we didn't. Well, it didn't last very long, did it, at the top of the table? Antwerp go back on top of the pile because they beat Cercle Bruges 2-1. We lost against Club Brugge 2-1, which means we kind of swapped places. So it was back as we were at the start of the episode, but at least we were there. Very, very briefly, we were there. Week 15, game played 15. We were top of the Jupiler Pro League. Arguably, right now, you'd have to say we're going to be finishing top 4. I know it's not set in stone because there's a lot of football still to play, but we are, 6 points clear of 5th place Charleroi and Club Brugge. So you'd hope that we don't slip down far enough to fall out of the European places. And I don't know whether this has changed for this season or not, but if we finish in the top 4, we have 2 chances to get in the Champions League. One straight into the group stages, one into the qualifying rounds, but we go right in towards the end. Europa League playoff, so we don't even go straight into the Europa League groups, but I think it's 1 match or 2 matches we have to play. And then obviously you've got the Europa League 2 as well, all the Confederation thing, mess stuff that nobody really cares about. Right, next episode then. We are going to make our way into January, and I've had a look at the fixtures. We've got Eupen to play. We've got Genk, which is going to be a tough match, but I don't really want to do another couple of games before the January transfer window. We're going to skip over that one. Zulte Waregem as well before the window opens, and then into January. OHL, we will play off camera. Winnable game, definitely a winnable game. But then Charleroi and Standard Liège, 2 teams who are also battling out for this 4th place. We need to beat both of them really to kind of solidify our chances of finishing in the top 4. And then we're kind of on towards the run towards the end of the season. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2021 with Rupel Boom. A 2-0 victory against our local rivals Antwerp put us top of the table. And then a 2-1 defeat against Club Brugge dropped us back down to 2nd place. But at least we were there. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with Charleroi and Standard Liège. And probably a bit of transfer window business as well. See you next time.